Hello everybody, welcome back to Cities Skylines 2 and our town of Londinium, which is nicely growing. So I'm still calling it a town, I don't think it's quite a city yet, it's not quite big enough yet. But there's a few things I want to take a look at today, and that is our roads, our highways and our sort of infrastructure for all of the road services. So last episode we covered the solar power plant, we got that up and running. And that is actually making us money now, so that's good. We are making a profit. We're exporting electric to the outside world. And yeah, we're doing alright financially. We're sitting on about 2 million. You can see our monthly balance is increasing. Sometimes it does go into a negative as well, it varies, so it's not always profitable. Our garbage management is doing very well. Electricity, we are exporting, we are making quite a lot from, but obviously maintenance costs us a lot as well. This figure does change, so it goes up and down, so sometimes it's a lot more than that. But garbage management is an interesting one. We're actually making a good healthy profit out of that. And with that being said, we do have some upgrades still. The garbage truck depot, hazardous waste collection, so we could possibly actually bring that in. That's something we might do. In fact, I will do that because it's going to affect what we're doing next as well, so let's put that on the side while we've still got space for it. No, nobody seems to like that for some reason. They all gave us a thumbs down. Okay, not sure why, but perhaps they just don't like it too close to their businesses. Right, so when we built this town originally, we had our highway coming in and we ended it at a roundabout, a very small roundabout, and we were getting some traffic building up here, which then caused me to build this bridge and create another route into our sort of industrial area and join into our highway. Now, none of this looks particularly good. We've got a junction here and a junction here. It works, but it doesn't look very nice and it's not very realistic, I don't think anyway. And it's also, this highway is actually going to stop us expanding in the future because we cannot extend this highway through here, through our shopping district and through our school. Yes, we could move it all, move the shops, move the school, our medical clinic, our firehouse, our police station, everything is here. So I think it's time to move the highway because that is just not going to work there. And to be honest, it's a bit close to the water anyway. So what I'm thinking of doing is buying some tiles and actually changing the direction of our highway. So we're going to come more straight through here towards our landfill, but we're going to turn it just here where we've got this space and run it right the way back here, and then eventually it will continue on over here somewhere. So there's a couple of more things we have to think about before we do this, and it's always good to check all your info views and look at your natural resources, because we have a lot of fertile land here which we have already started building on a little bit, and I don't want to build too much on there because I want to put some farms in. So bringing our highway, if our highway stayed where it was going to go right through the middle of that, and now we're able to divert it to the outskirts and actually around the edge of it and completely avoid the farmland. So when you're driving along the highway, you'll be able to see the farms as you would in real life, but you won't actually be going through them. So that's okay with me, I like that, and it's also going to serve our industrial district quite well. Just turn it back on again because we have got this natural resource as well to think about, which is our ore deposits. Now when you look at it you think, oh, it's water, but it's not, it's an ore deposit. So we're actually going to run a highway over it and through here. So we're not right through the middle, but we're on the edge of it. Which now is making me think, do we want to reroute it more through this section along the outskirts? It's going to go right through our industrial area. But that could work better, I think, long term. I don't want to... I mean, we've got lots of natural resources available everywhere, but I don't want to cut it off completely. We've got a water treatment plant, so we could come behind that through our industrial districts and then curve around. So we'd only lose a few buildings. What have we got here? Yeah, I don't mind losing some of these. Okay, let's plan this highway. So, along with doing the highway, we're also going to have a look at road services, because we don't have a road maintenance depot yet, and a lot of our roads are in really bad state. It shows you here the road condition. So this could be affecting quite a lot. I mean, we've got parking income. That's interesting to look at as well. From our car parks. Road maintenance vehicles. See, we don't have any on the road at all. Don't have any maintenance depots. So you can see the two parking lots.
Interesting notes from the city's export division. Sources tell us.
So this is something we need to place along with the new highway. So I think get the highway built first. I'm doing this on pause for a couple of reasons. One is we're going to go right the way through the zoning area, and I want to try and keep as much as possible that's here. I don't want all the businesses to shut down and be demolished, so bear that in mind.
More after this.
Let's start planning our highway.
The commercial district is booming as the area is attracting.
I'm actually going to go for a 3-lane highway.
Bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood.
It costs the same as a 2-lane in upkeep, so why not? 4-lane is more expensive, and so is the 5. They're the same cost. Now there will be a couple of 4 sections, just where we got the on and off ramps.
We'll be back after this.
In fact, I think we need to buy some tiles first, because we're going to bring this down here somewhere. So we're going to want to buy that one, that one, that one. Should I be able to bring straight through then? And in fact, I might even upgrade the highway to 3 lanes all the way through, because it's only 2 lanes at the moment. Okay, let's purchase these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiles. You do have to pay for this as well, 149,000. Okay, so 3-lane highways. Parallel mode we want on. So should we actually delete some of this highway, get it out of our way? We can highlight the whole lot, but that's actually going to delete the whole interchange, which we don't want. Trying to get it back to, I'll say there, because now it's straight. Although we're kind of there, we might curve it a little bit. I never did like that junction. I don't really like this bridge either. We're actually committing ourselves a lot here. Okay, I'll leave the roundabout in because I think a road could still come through here. sure how it's going to line up with that bridge, but we'll deal with that. So those businesses were facing that road, so they're going to have to close down. In fact, they're raised up anyway. What are these businesses? Company Road Garbage sells vehicles. Really nice vehicles by the sound of it. And a bar. I don't like losing the bars because they provide entertainment, but it doesn't look great anyway. Okay, so that's fine, that's all gone. This bridge, I know isn't going to look right. And it's not overly used, so this may get replaced later on. We'll leave that for now. And we'll concentrate on the highway. So I'm going to start off by replacing, let's zoom in a bit further so we can see what's going on here. I think that makes sense. Remember, the maintenance is the same as having a 2-lane highway, so it makes sense to do it now. That looks slightly strange how you have to come across. That looks... Ah, so this is a single lane, that's why. Do we want that on the ramp or should that be back here? That kind of looks right on the ramp. Yeah, I don't mind that. I think that works well. The 2 lanes coming into one. So it's a single lane going into 3. Well, there's 2 single lanes joining. Yeah, I think that's okay as it is, to be honest. Okay, I'm happy with that. So we'll extend our highway up, and we will need to buy another tile if we want to go straight. As we're thinking about going through this area, we could put a curve on it. I think we need to buy one more tile, which is this one here. Let's get ourselves a bit closer before we think about curving this. Kind of the the way I want it to go. But we're at ground level here as well. What if I raise the highway up? Because we need a way for roads to run under the highway or over. Either way, something needs to change. I mean, that's not too bad, although that is running through the ore. I'm not too worried about that. Let's go with that and have a look. So we've actually built a wall under the highway here as it raises up, which is fine. Does look really high though. I'm not sure it should be that high. These pillars are blocking the pavements. I like it, it's just I don't like how the pillars are built on the pavements. I suppose they can walk around them. We're at plus 20 metres. I wonder if we've gone that little bit too high with it. I might start to bring it back down again. Although if we come too low it will limit us. Let's run with it. This area isn't built up at all yet, so it's something we can adjust later. Okay, we're still on a curved road, I realise, but I'm keeping that straight. Okay, so I don't want to leave it with no connection, it just doesn't look right. Let's turn off the parallel mode, we can link this back in. Just so if they go too far they can turn around and go back again. So we're going to provide a junction here. And I'm going to start using roundabouts. As it's a highway, let's go for a large roundabout. Or should we go for a very large? Just might extend that road a bit further first.
Has anyone seen my keys? My keys. What?
Okay, so this roundabout's going to serve for entering and exiting the highway.
Sorry about that. It's nothing important. I just lost my keys. I'm sure they'll turn up. They're for the
we're going to need to upgrade a section into a 4-lane.
Probably shouldn't have said that. If anyone finds them, please.
Put the replace tool on.
Steal my car. I mean,
And bear in mind we're at 20-metre elevation, we don't want to be too close, so if we put it here or here, it's not really going to work. Might get it off of that one. I think I'm going to come back to here, just to make sure. Carefully position it so we've got the exit in the right place, and I'm going to mirror that on the other side, so we can provide an on-ramp. We could extend this further if we wanted to. Just to make the on and off ramp a little bit longer. Let's go back onto there. Let's pick up the node at the end of the lane. And once we've clicked on it, we're going to want to lower the elevation. Now we could just go straight through, which actually works out pretty well. I was intending on putting a curve in there. Let's have a look. Yeah, I quite like the curve, just so it's more, it's closer to 90, it's not quite at 90. So what we're wanting to do with this is actually curve all the way around. Let's increase the elevation. We'll have to go further with that. And actually, that's not too bad at all, that's pretty equal. How's this looking on the ground? I mean, yeah, there is a... I didn't think there was support there, then the tree was hiding it. It's actually looking pretty good. Yeah, I mean there's nothing here, obviously it's a brand new area we've built and we can develop this later on. But now that has access on and off the highway, which will serve the other end of our town and soon to be city. And we want to do something similar down here, I think. So let's upgrade to a 4-lane. Deciding what point do we do this at. In fact, if we came further back, could create quite an interesting junction here. Remember we used to have a highway through here which could be a 4-lane road that could still link into the highway and sweep off and serve this road. So let's go for a 5-lane. Then we're going to bring a 2-lane highway off of there. Let's take the elevation down. We'll put our curve tool on. You know what, I'm going to bring this road through first, I think. Just so we can get a guideline off of it. We may be a little bit too close. So here we're going 4 lanes, then into 5 lanes, just to help it transition a bit smoother. Let's put our curve tool back on, let's find... We still can't quite pick up on that yet, we might have to extend it through further. And then remove some afterwards. Okay, so we've got 2 lanes curving nicely off the main motorway. At which point I want 1 lane to go in that direction and 1 lane to come off in this direction, so we'll keep a single lane heading straight in that direction and a single lane curving off. So this is going to pick up the industrial estate. And I think using our guidelines on the centre of the roads there could work quite nicely. At which point we can put a roundabout in. I'll go for... Let's go for a very large roundabout just for future expansion. Extend that road into our roundabout. Okay, that's causing one business to close down. Let's just check that. No, there's nothing really we can do about that because the road is overlapping. And actually that road just doesn't look right, so let's remove that. That's better. And in fact, we might have been able to save that business, but we'll let it redevelop. Okay, so if you then want to join the highway, shall we use this roundabout as well? I mean, this is a pretty major road, isn't it? So it does make sense. Highways. One-way highway. I'd like to try and use this central point. Okay, that's left us space to expand that road further if we want to later on. I'm just trying to create a nice sort of gentle curve which to go down to rejoin the highway. We don't own this tile, so we can't use that. Which is a shame because that would work out really nicely. Shall we just buy that tile? This is why I don't buy tiles until I really need to. Okay. I suppose we could have changed the curve, but just zoom in on that. Where does it change to? Oh, we haven't done the lanes yet, have we?
From home. So settle back in your chair, pour yourself a glass, and prepare for another hour of musical delight. Tonight,
let's join that in. Let's get our 4-lane replace.
Land of art and culture. Que bon, as they say. And an aria inspired by the infamous Vivaldi shall be our guide.
Okay, that looks like a really nice junction actually. Even from the sky it kind of looks right. Okay, so we've still got this one to sort out here. This needs to join into this main road, which I think at some point this road should actually start to curve around and follow the coastline. We either follow the highway or we kind of follow the shoreline. That last section we don't need. Again, a roundabout makes sense. In fact, we can now create an even better junction. So this what happened to our roundabout? to have the curve tool on then. No, it's still replacing our roundabout. Maybe we need a slightly smaller one. Oh, that is an unusual looking roundabout. It does kind of work though, doesn't it? Because if you're in this left lane, sorry, turn that off. You can see both lanes are kind of bypassing it, they're just curling around. You can join in from here. This may need a little bit of tweaking later on. So I'm going to join this into this lane here. In fact, this doesn't really need to be a highway. Two-way street. We could keep it as a highway. I'm just watching the roundabout move around. It's really clever how it does this. Right, so we haven't got a bad junction here. Should we turn this into 2 lanes? Yeah, no, that works really, really well. Okay, let's also create another way of joining the highway if you wanted to from this area without going through the industrial zone. And eventually we could lead a road all the way through here. Why not do it now? Well, I want to go straight. Should we put a curve on this? Just try and connect all the roads up and see what this comes out like. Yeah, that's coming out really nicely, especially when you zoom out and actually have a look. I think actually we're almost ready to hit the play button here. In fact, let's do it. Let's see what's going on. Let's let the traffic correct itself. Everything's flowing nicely. We've got our first lorry coming in. Where's he off to? See him change lane then? Looks like he's off to the industrial zone. Let's follow him. So he's actually off to Moundsville. He's actually using that to turn around and get back on the highway. Maybe this was one of the vehicles that was stuck in the middle of nowhere. Let's see if we can pick up on someone else coming in. Like this guy here. Owner Leafy Greens. Pretty sure that'd be one of our businesses. We're approaching the roundabout. Which way is he going to go? Ah, so he's actually using this new road to go a completely different route. What's his destination? Ah, okay. One of our commercial stores on the seafront. It's really interesting to watch actually the different routes vehicles take. And the pathing's quite good because it does take the best route possible. What have we got here? Crime scene. This is new, I haven't seen this. A crime has been committed here. And here come the police. I love just zooming in and seeing actually what's going on. Okay, so we've done our highway. The other thing we wanted to look at was road maintenance. So we need a road maintenance depot to help all our roads that are in a really bad state at the moment. We've got some really bad condition roads. And that could be affecting businesses and the way people travel and the traffic and everything else and their overall happiness. So it's actually saying this is a good location here. And assuming it has upgrades, we will want to be able to expand it. So I don't mind it here at all. We'll have good access to a lot of the roads. Yeah, let's do it. I'm happy with that. See all the stars? That pleased a lot of people. Let's have a look at this building. So upgrades available, extra garage, which actually goes in the footprint of it, so we don't need to do that at the moment. And out go the trucks. They're going to go and fix our roads. I love the detailing on all the vehicles and everything, it's very realistic. They've done a really good job on this game. Oh, apart from that one, doesn't know how to drive. I'm not sure where he's going. I think he's learning to drive. Or is he actually doing repairs as he goes along? I think he's actually repairing the road as he goes. So he's going into a red road and he's fixing it. And he's just reversed into a parked truck and he's done it again. He didn't like that truck. This is really good. I love the details in the game like that. You can see we've got 8 out of 10 vehicles in use, so we're already getting close to full capacity. And I want to have a look at our taxi depot actually. So one thing I noticed is when we upgraded it to electric taxis, it says 1/4 of the fleet is replaced with electric taxis. Now have a look. we have literally got 1, 2, 3 taxis that aren't electric out of 20, so over 3/4 of our fleet are all electric. And you can actually zoom in on
You're
these
back with Second Moon Radio.
and see what they're doing.
Home from home. So settle back in your chair.
And you can see the detail of the regular taxi. That's an interesting parking technique. And if you actually look at one of the electric taxis, they do actually look different.
Industry.
You can see how they're more modern. The grille is like the electric front, where you don't need the cooling grille like a normal car would have. Just love that they've done all this little attention to detail. We do notice, don't we? Let's get off at the taxi. Okay. So we've covered quite a lot already in this episode, and yeah, I think it's just going well. Our population hasn't increased because we've been focusing on our transportation system, and that's something we will need to look at in further depth as well, because we haven't even gone into the bus depot yet. The taxi carries 554 citizens a month. I'm wondering if a bus network might be a good idea, because some of these businesses are struggling with customers. Or is that just where we need to expand our residential? I'm thinking about making a bus route. The main routes it needs to cover is along here and along here, which I think we could do quite easily, especially if we put a roundabout here at the end. Okay, this can be a little bonus to the episode, because I'm going to cover the bus depot as well in this one. And a good place to put it would be maybe next to the industrial estate, yeah, next to the road maintenance. I like to keep all our city services close together. First depot, yeah, bus depot is open, to get my words right. Okay, let's have a look at this. So we can upgrade to electric buses. Do you know what? I'm going to do that straight away. The extra garage I'm not going to worry about at the moment. But we will create our first bus route. And at the moment I have no idea how to do this, but I'll soon work it out. That's districts. So we didn't worry about taxi stands because we upgraded the taxi depot to be a dispatch centre as well, so that means they can pick up and drop off anywhere. But buses don't have that option. Oh, we do have dedicated lanes for bus routes. Let's just start with bus stop signs, I think. A bus station. I'm not sure if we need the bus station yet. And where would we put it? I suppose if anything we'd put a bus station down here. Okay. I might be going too mad on these buses, but we'll see. So let's assume they start from, well, let's start them from the bus station, shall we? And our first route can be, what's this, police station? Wish I could actually click on them and see what they are. I'll put a bus stop outside all of these buildings, I think. Definitely one outside the school, which might get upgraded to a bus shelter. About a bus route, let's make a right turn here. It's going to help the businesses around here. And it can turn around and come back, and even go into the depot if it wants to. Find a bus stop for the waterworks. I mean, how many bus routes do we actually want to run? We're just going to run the one route for now. With multiple buses. We'll try that out. We might adapt that later. Just think of where our schools are. We've got a school there, a school there. So then turn around at the roundabout, come back up the road. There are some large apartments here. And do we turn down this side street with all the row housing, or do we go back to the main road? I think for now we'll go back to the main road and actually serve all these businesses. And we'll keep the bus stops kind of opposite each other and near the junctions. Okay, how do we create the actual bus route itself on those stops? Yeah, I think if you're going to park in here, do you want to pay for parking? I'll have a think about that because I don't want to discourage people to use it. Yeah, where's the bus depot? Okay, bus line tool. Create a new route starting here. Okay, back down the main streets, and that will be our route. I have to click back on the correct icon here, I don't want to do the wrong one. And that will complete the route. Okay, we've got our first bus route up and running. And we'll keep an eye on that and see if it actually makes us any money. Oh, I just saw that one. Yeah, look, everything's disappearing about not enough customers, because now the buses, we have more customers. That's what I'm hoping. We are losing money again, but I don't mind that, that could be our electric. It's starting to get dark, so yeah, look, we've stopped exporting. No, I'm really pleased with how that's worked out. Let me know what you think, guys. I think that's great. So I'll end that one there, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. The highway has come out really well. We'll have a quick look around before we go. You can see everyone using it. It's actually a good indication at night time because you can see the lights. This must be the road maintenance guys just going around fixing the roads. And yeah, everything's running really well. We've left ourselves open for more expansion. And yeah, please leave us some comments, guys. Let me know what you think so far on the progress. And yeah, we'll see you soon for another episode. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that like button. Thanks a lot, everyone. Bye for now.
This has been a local public service announcement.